turkey and ham. Chicken and lamb.
What am I looking for? Sure. Mr. Partap, good morning.
Hi, good morning. And how are you today?
I'm okay. My name's Ayinka, and I'm testing for sound with you right now as we're on a commercial break. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I'm hearing you well.
Perfect. Now we are gonna have a give or take 12-minute conversation. First off, let me extend my condolences, but I do want to explore, of course, a bit of who Mr. Hanoomansingh was, his legacy, and what the plans are to celebrate him. Are there any other things you want to make sure we cover?
Well, I guess you'll go from, I guess, his early days. Maybe I know about his a little bit about his politics, youngest politician kind of thing.
Sure, I'll give you free rein to do so. Would we be able to talk about any upcoming events for the NCIC?
Well, we still not much because we're still in the planning stages for
No problem. Okay, all righty. Well, then we'll focus where we should focus on Mr. Hanoomansingh for now, but we're still on the commercial break, so we probably have like a minute or two left before we get started, right?
Not a problem.
Please stand by.
Okay.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. The National Council of Indian Culture is paying tribute to Hans Hanoomansingh. Inside your spotlight, we'll tell you more.
A man of great distinction who is woven within the fabric of Trinidad and Tobago's political system and cultural systems. We are discussing the great Hans Hanoomansingh through the eyes of board member Sahadeo Partap of the NCIC. Good morning, Mr. Partap, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, and thanks for having us.
It is absolutely necessary, and I will begin by extending my condolences because this is a significant loss that I may understand the significance of, but I would invite you immediately to underscore the necessity of celebrating such an iconic man and his contributions to our society. Why are we honoring him today?
Okay. Hans Hanoomansingh, as many people would know, was really an icon who came from very humble beginnings, from the lower rungs of society, working his way all the way up from helping his parents in the market selling. And he was self-taught, educated himself, and went on to become a very prominent news promoter. He worked extensively in the media, radio, and TV as a news presenter TTT, of course, being the station that he did all his media work with. He also went on in the media to form his own, started other media stations, and then eventually his own. But his lasting legacy, he also was a politician. At the time, he was the youngest ever MP. That was, I think, in the 1966 parliamentary term. And he always remained very grounded. He fought for, and he was always very professional in whatever he did. He had this uncanny ability also to kind of attract people and feel comfortable in his presence. He sought, and he was very, very persevering in ensuring that Indian culture got its rightful place, and not one of, I should say, overbearing, but being part of the social landscape of Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, in doing so, and permit me to interject, because while you say that as a small feat, it would have been a big part of how the NCIC came to be altogether. Would you have perhaps been part of the founding years of that institution? Or at the very least, can you tell us what would have compelled you to become a part of it?
I actually got involved in NCIC from 1975, and that was subsequently to the formation of the organization. I think and the NCIC represents Indian culture in its widest aspect, not just in terms of a religious group, but it's secular, and we have influenced, I think, a large sector of our social life and culture in Trinidad and Tobago. At the time, there was a struggle, but Mr. Hanoomansingh and his predecessors, it was founded by Bisram Gopi and Narsalu Ramaya in 1965. And the initial aim of the National Council of Indian Culture was to promote the welfare and well-being of the artists. Subsequently, we moved into promoting the cultural aspects of the Indian society at the time, Indian culture at the time, which was then going into song, music, dance. Mr. Hanoomansingh at the time, they brought a lot of troops, even fashion shows, Lata Mangeshkar shows, Mohammed Rafi shows, the Mukesh shows, and these were all meant solely with the idea of influencing and ensuring that our artists would have risen to the level of professional development and in terms of presentation, professional presentation. In 1986, there were several programs, especially in classical singing, and those used to be held throughout the country, even at the Queen's Hall, Naparimo Bowl, Himalaya Club, and several other venues throughout Trinidad. And then came the big launch, which Mr. Hanoomansingh conceptualized and actually had a direct personal input into bringing about the Diwali Nagar in 1986. It was the first Diwali Nagar ever. And the Nagar was meant to encapsulate Diwali and Hinduism in its form that was, at the time, I think it wasn't really well known,
Right.
and the way it was packaged to reflect what it truly is. I must say that Hans Hanoomansingh was more of a Hindu than a lot of other Hindus at the time, and even up until his passing. He really lived the life that the Hindu teachings would have sought to bring about in our daily lives. He had that uncanny ability also. We walked throughout Trinidad and met with a lot of the Hindu temples. We got the villages involved. And for a number of years, Diwali Nagar remained a purely voluntary contribution by the artists. The organization today is still manned and run by people on a voluntary basis.
Right.
We have paid staff. I think it was in 1989 during the NER term of government that we were allocated the lands where we presently are located.
Right. And shortly
Diwali
after that,
sorry?
I was just going to add that, of course, as a result of those endeavors that he put his heart and soul into, we saw the receiving of the Hummingbird Gold Medal for, of course, his unwavering service to culture, both culture and broadcasting as well. So, yes, we absolutely can appreciate his contribution therein. But please continue to tell us more of the legacy and how he has intertwined his work into the Diwali Nagar specifically.
So, based on the promotion of Diwali Nagar, I'm not sure how many people are aware. Nagar has been spawned now and it's celebrated as a Nagar Diwali celebrations in a lot of the diasporic countries, Canada, the US, Fiji, Guyana, Suriname, a lot. So Diwali Nagar, the concept of it has been taken throughout the world, and it has an international flavor across the diaspora.
Fantastic.
I remember one of his significant struggles really was to establish the food that we eat, and today we have a really massive food court during Diwali. To the
don't
extent
we
that
know it?
Yeah, to the extent that roti, doubles, Indian food, Trinidad style, is well established as part of our national menu. So a lot of the temples, a lot of the performers, they were encouraged to develop themselves in a very professional manner. And today you have like even artists like Nival Chetlal, Nadia Madhu, they actually grew up on the stages of Diwali Nagar. And a lot of our prominent artists cut their teeth on the stages of Diwali Nagar. So it created an avenue not just to portray the culture, but to develop our artists, including dancers. He was also very instrumental in arranging scholarships through the Indian High Commission and the Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Cultural Relations for scholarships for our artists, dancers, musicians, singers to actually go to India on full scholarships so that they would have been trained professionally.
Excellence that we see and enjoy today, and I imagine will be part of the tribute that will be pouring out in celebration of Mr. Hanoomansingh's life, as we here at TTT will certainly be covering this evening's proceedings, or rather, let you tell us more about it. How will we actually see the celebrations take place or shape?
So what we will be having, there'll be a slideshow presentation of Mr. Hanoomansingh. Since culture was the backbone of his endeavors, we are going to have an item of dance. We are going to have some classical singing, some filmy songs, And the program is going to reflect some of the items and the aspects of culture that Mr. Hanoomansingh really endeavored to bring to the forefront and influence the national landscape.
Fantastic. And as far as being part of it, well, yes, they can vicariously live through TTT. How can we be included, rather? Tell us times and locations for those of us who want to attend, perhaps.
So the program will start at 6:30. We'll have some socializing and a casual tete-a-tete for a lot of the people who have interacted with Mr. Hanoomansingh in the early days. So we'll have a casual kind of hour until 7:15, when TTT will be going live until the end of the program. We expect it to end at about 8:30. We will be unveiling a plaque in honor of Mr. Hanoomansingh, and the main stage of Diwali Nagar will now be called the Hans Hanoomansingh Pradarshan Kala Kendra, meaning it's the Hans Hanoomansingh Center for the Arts. We think this is a very fitting way to honor his legacy, and that's the tribute we think we should pay to him.
I will absolutely chime in commending you guys on a very fitting tribute, making that stage carry on his name and legacy. And of course, giving it the space, or being the space that so many other generations can continue to share in his legacy. So this, I must say, is a beautiful way to celebrate an incredible man and his magnificent mark. We thank you so much for giving us the insight, and of course for joining us this morning to tell us more. Now, Mr. Partap, I know that you mentioned that the NCIC is very much in the planning stage of future events, but if we wanted to connect or find out more, even more about Mr. Hanoomansingh himself, can you share with us contacts, social media, or platforms that we can connect through?
NCIC, we have our own social media, and we are on YouTube and Facebook. We have our Facebook pages. We are in the process also, if I may add, which is going to enhance what Mr. Hanoomansingh had envisioned, is a heritage center, and that has been very active. At this point, it is academic, and the intention is to catalog Indian culture in a sense that research can be done through universities and throughout the world. So that is a work in progress, and we think that it's getting there, but it takes money, and but we eventually will get there, and the intention is to take it to the level where people can actually study from throughout the world.
Fantastic stuff. And we look forward to the day when you join us again to give us even more updates there. But for now, thank you again for making the time to share and honor Mr. Hans Hanoomansingh's legacy.
Thank you very much, and do join us for the celebration.
We will. Of course, as mentioned, you will be able to join Mr. Sahadeo Partap, a board member of the NCIC, and others as they celebrate and pay tribute to Hans Hanoomansingh, the icon that he is, as his voice may no longer be with us literally, but his legacy continues to speak volumes. Guys, we take a break and come back with more here on the Now Morning Show. Stick around.
Can you count for me 1 to 10?